8 rounds in the lightweight division. Rafael Soliman against Sergei Artemiev. And these two ready to get into action. Artemiev and Soliman. Soliman fighting out of East Orange, New Jersey, 21 years of age. This is his first fight in the United States. He came from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic 6 months ago to improve his career. He felt there were better opportunities in the United States of America. And speaking of better opportunities, here's Sergei Artemiev. He is fighting out of Yonkers now. Born in Leningrad, 22 years of age, 8-1-1 with 7 knockouts. Along with Yuri Volin and Viktor Igorov, Sergei Artemiev has come to the United States looking for some of the riches in the world of boxing. Back on October 2nd of last year, here at the Blue Horizon, he took on Flip Johnson, and Artemiev showed some very good power. He was able to put away Johnson in round number 5. So Sergei Artemiev tonight against Rafael Soliman. Artemiev with some power, 7 knockouts in his 10 pro fights. And of those 10 pro fights, 9 have been in the United States. Both fighters are in the ring, and let's take a look at the rules as governed by the state of Pennsylvania. And their athletic commission, 10-point must system in effect, standing 8 counters in effect, 3 knockdown rule also in effect. The doctor can stop the fight. A fighter can only be saved by the bell in the final round. And now the state of Pennsylvania has added a butt rule. If there's an accidental butt and it occurs in 3 or less rounds, it'll be a technical draw. If more than 3 rounds have been completed, the judges will tally up their cards, and that's how they will decide it. Now here's the Schlitz malt liquor tail of the tape. And here are the key numbers. Artemiev at 5'9", Soliman 5'8". You see that Soliman 1 pound heavier. Reach about the same, and both fighters still young with their futures ahead of them. Here are the judges for tonight's fights here at the Blue Horizon. Guy Richardson out of Philadelphia. Myra Grant, also out of Philadelphia, 2 years experience. And Al Morris, the veteran, 10 years judging fights. Now here are the introductions. Our ring announcer, Ed Darian.
Live from the legendary Blue Horizon Auditorium, here in the city of brotherly love in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania, Sports Cream presents Sports Channel America's Pro Boxing Tour. In the ring at this time, a man in charge of the scheduled 8-round lightweight bout, referee Hurley McCall. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the gold trim. He weighed in at an even 134 pounds. Professionally, he has 8 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw with 7 knockouts. All the way from Leningrad in the USSR. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sergei Artemiev. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the blue trim. He weighed in at an even 135 pounds. He has 10 wins, 1 loss with 9 knockouts. From Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, ladies and gentlemen, here is Rafael Soliman.
All right, gentlemen, you were given your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Okay, any questions? Touch gloves. Give us a clean fight.
So this bout with international flavor to it. Soliman, born in the Dominican Republic. There you get a look at Soliman. Now he is fighting out of East Orange, New Jersey. His first fight in the United States. And Sergei Artemiev from Leningrad, fighting out of Yonkers. Artemiev managed and trained by Tommy Gallagher. Soliman, Hillard Edmonds. Interesting, Artemiev in his corner waving an American flag before the start of this fight.
And they know where to go after their marketability. And good start by Artemiev.
Good right hand by Artemiev.
Soliman can't get out of the blocks, and he could pay a dear price. He's got to do something to get some respect soon.
Artemiev with 2 first-round knockouts, and Rafael Soliman trying to weather the storm here at the start of round one.
Big left hand of Artemiev a factor here. He's making the reach, which doesn't look much on paper, be tremendous.
Good combination. Soliman now making Artemiev miss, though, despite the roar from this crowd.
Artemiev is using the jab just as a rangefinder. He could snap it out more.
Well, that's the problem with Eastern Bloc fighters who try to make this move to the professional ranks. They're so used to the amateur scoring system where a knockdown actually is the same as just a jab. So they're so programmed to just scoring. But look at the combinations. He's got some power as well.
And that's the surprising factor about the Russian fighter to American observers, is that he can sit down in his punches and get good power into them.
This is round one of a scheduled 8-round fight. These are lightweights. Artemiev in the red, Soliman in the white. It has been all Sergei Artemiev.
This has been a nightmarish American debut for Soliman. He'll be happy to get out of this round if he can. He's taken a lot. Soliman tried to launch a counter right hand over the left hand of Artemiev. He's trying to time it.
Time remaining in round number one. Artemiev, 22 years of age, Soliman but 20. A brisk start for the Soviet native, Sergei Artemiev. We come to the end of round one on Sports Channel America.
When Sports Scream. When
opening round, getting excellent range for the right hand, and he was really on a good rhythm there.
And we begin round number two. Artemiev and Soliman. Tommy Gallagher in between rounds 1 and 2, trying to stress to Artemiev that Soliman has a good chin.
And he stressed going to the body, and it's not an easy adjustment for a fighter after the headhunting has been successful, as it was for Artemiev in the opening round.
And once again, in amateur boxing, the body is not emphasized as much because you can get hit going to the body and you don't want to lose points. It's all about scoring and jabbing.
Yeah, and over the course of longer fights, the body does become a big factor in the pros. Right now, Artemiev cannot miss with that right hand to the head, and he's kind of favoring it.
He scored with it again. Soliman appeared hurt early in round one, but basically he's weathered the storm. He hasn't really landed any punches.
It looked like it came out perhaps not fully warmed up in that opening round. He got introduced to the fire immediately here.
Midway point of round two.
Another big right hand to the head by Artemiev. This style sets up well for him with that.
In an arrangement with the Soviet government, Lou Falsigno worked out a deal to bring over Artemiev, Rollin, and Igorov to the United States. On March 27th in Reno, they all fought on the same card for the first time in the United States.
As a whole, they've performed above expectations. People did not know if they could make that conversion from amateur to pro style. They've done it pretty well.
They are fighting halfway around the world from their homes. You got to factor that in as well. Totally different culture. Time remaining in round two. Pace is slowed down. Sergei Artemiev, Rafael Soliman back with round 3 after this timeout. Evening.